gals. Today we talk about a horror anthology movie, and there's gonna be one more after this, or even before this. Well, anyway, I'm gonna talk about this movie called Terrorgram. This was a movie back in the days. I remember seeing the poster for this, and the video store that had it never had the movie. Isn't it kind of funny? Back in the days, had the movie poster but do not have the movie. How the fuck a video store do that to me? But I remember liking the cover for it. It was like some crazy guy with a drill. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? But now I finally had a chance to see the movie today. Really good wraparound too. I mean, you got James Earl Jones' voice doing the narration, and that come on, man. James Earl Jones' voiceovers is epic. Even his movies are epic anyway. But still, he plays like the voice of Retribution. Oh God, for example, I would say. And he says it's like he sent this delivery guy to deliver a package to 3 different individuals in 3 of the different stories, and they have to sign. And each of the packages will represent the story, you know. Like the first story is my favorite because it's about this director, right? And he likes to direct horror movies, and he has this vision how women should be perceived in horror movies. Like, you know, they're always like the victim most of the time. You know, it's like we see movies now, like the women always play the victim, you know, in a horror movie, and they just like they play like helpless victims. Now, when the director ended up taking his drug, right, and I don't want to ruin too much because you know how when I review a horror anthology, I don't like to ruin stuff, you know. But the guy ended up taking his heroin, and then let's just say, I don't know, it was in the real world or another world. I don't want to spoil that moment, but in this world, it's the male that play the victim this time, and all the women kind of play like the guy role, like kind of like the guy type of role. Like the women will be like, say, "Hey, how you doing, baby?" You know how guys say, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" when they look at women. Well, the women plays the opposite, like I said, when the women look at guys in a sexual object kind of way. You know, so now he's gonna be treated how women be treated by guys googling them or how they perceive them as. So he's getting his treatment, and every scene in the movie that he directed, he's like pretty much part of it in a way, I would say. But that story was really good, you know. And in the second story, you got this news anchor who hit this kid, and I don't know if the second story could be based on something like from Creepshow Part 2 with the hit and run segment. I don't know which one came first, but to me both of them was done well in my opinion, but especially this one, Telegram. This woman hit a kid, killed her by accident, and she didn't want to take the blame. She didn't want to say nothing about it because she was afraid that she might get arrested by the cops. So she ran off pretty much. And pretty much the delivery guy that delivered the package gave her a package, and it was pretty much the Jack in the Box that the kid was holding, the toy. So now she got the Jack in the Box, and of course, take a guess, hunted imagery from the death from the child. He's kind of like zombie-like now, hunted this woman, you know, scaring her. You know, and I like the segment in this one too, you know, especially when he was singing and stuff, and the other woman's getting all scared, like, and you know, she tried to admit that the kid was an accident, but the kid ain't having it, like, you killed me and you didn't say nothing, pretty much, you know. And then we get your third segment, which was like a nice segment, but it was kind of like a payback's a bitch type of segment, like about this guy, like he's kind of like a bad father type of guy, which you find like in the storyline how he sounded like in the scene. And then mysteriously he gets this package. He has this flashback about how these hippies protest against the war, and he kind of like set one of the guys up, one of the hippies up, and then he got caught, and then he has no choice but to go to the war. And once he gets this package, reading this diary of the guy that he sent to war, you know, the guy actually came to him like in a zombie-like form, and he started teaching that guy a lesson. Like, you know what, now you're going to know how it feels, what I went through to Vietnam, and what happened to Vietnam. He gone through the same experience, teaching him a lesson, pretty much. And then you get to your wrap around, pretty much James Earl Jones talking about your retribution and stuff. And all of this, so fast forward, Terrorgram, highly enjoyed it. Definitely a good movie, speaking for me. You know, I know it's 1988, and you know how commercialized people are in the 2000 era are. Like, they're like, oh, that's cheap, but no, this movie was good, okay, speaking for me. If you like horror, you like anthology horror, this is definitely for you. Peace, guys. See you.